In the literature, we see that many studies that have analyzed the instances in which women or other traditionally marginalized groups have been included in decision-making bodies changes outcomes. And most of these studies have assumed like a channel that is different preferences of men and women. So since women and men have different preferences, when you include women in decision-making bodies, different policies are passed. In my paper, what I do is I explore another mechanism, and this mechanism is what I call the agency mechanism, and it's the fact that individuals, just by being included in these decisions, change their behavior. So, for example, if women are included in political processes, they will change their behavior. So I look at this in the context of rural Uganda. I do a lab in the field experiment in which I explore what happens when individuals are included in a decision making that affects the community versus the ones that are not. And I look at prosociality as an outcome. I look at how much individuals are willing to contribute to a public account, and they can decide what to do with those funds. And I vary how much level of decision they have over these. And what I find is that overall, voting power does not make a difference. But then when I look at the differences by gender, I see that men do not change the behavior throughout the game, but women do change their behavior. They are sensitive to changes in voting power. So on average, women contribute less than men, and when they experience a negative shift in empowerment, so when they lose voice, they contribute much less than men that experience the same losing voice. And so I think this has implications for how we think about including marginalized individuals in decision making, and how we think about sustain inclusion of these individuals. And also, I find evidence that preferences are not constant. So in this case, pro-social preferences change when individuals are exposed to voting power or not.